Hello, today is the 14th of December 2013. I'd like to discuss yesterday's stock market. There was not a mejt signal for today, and that worked out well because we closed essentially unchanged. Based on factors outside the system, I thought we could have a rally. Well, we did gap up, which for a short-term trader is all right, but whether you predicted higher prices or lower prices to print yesterday, you could claim victory. Let's discuss what happened during Friday's action. There was a sell signal in the morning which hit its target, and there was a buy signal in the afternoon which hit its target. mejt said this rally wouldn't stick and this drop wouldn't stick, and those worked. An interesting feature of the system is what happens when we come close enough to the target to satisfy it but don't hit the price exactly. The actual price eventually prints most of the time, but not all of the time. We call that an optional target. There's an optional target of 1772.61 minus. That's not a prediction because typically when you have direct hits on the target within a certain price range, you typically reverse by a certain amount. We haven't reversed quite by that amount yet. So even though nothing is required, it would fit all the rules if we traded over these highs and subsequently traded under these lows. That would make everything fit, but it's not a requirement. And I personally am not risking any money on that call. There is another indicator I use for the short term which is outside the system, and that's the McClellan oscillator of the NASDAQ. When it reverses off its lower Bollinger Band, which it did, typically we get a rally. So it would be nice if we'd have a rally first and then drop. I have some other stuff I use which is quite reliable, which says that this decline looking longer term is not over and projects into the 1740s at least, and possibly under 1720 at the minimum. But there's no required call for Monday. We'd like to see a rally followed by a drop, but just because we like it, I'm not going to predict it. We'll have to see what happens.